Hey guys, it's Jen. Um, I'm here with another video for you today. Since I didn't post any videos last year, I thought I would just let you guys know what my top 5 books were this year. I did read 100 books last year, so these were the 5 out of that 100 that I liked the most. It was pretty hard to pick just 5, but I'm pretty happy with the ones that I did pick. These aren't in any particular order because they're just all so good that I can't really um, I can't really put them in an order that I would be happy with, I don't think. So the first book is Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard by Rick Riordan. I love Percy Jackson. I've read both the Percy Jackson and the Heroes of Olympus series, and I just love them. I haven't read his other series about the Egyptian gods yet. I can't remember what it's called right now. I have terrible baby brain. But I'm hoping to eventually read that one. Um, kind of just saving it for now when I don't have any new Rick Riordan to look forward to. But Norse mythology, guys, is amazing. It's one of my favorite types of mythology, so I really enjoyed this one. My favorite type of mythology is Greek. Um, so that's probably one of the reasons why I love Percy Jackson so much. But this one, also really good. I love the humor in it from Ethan, the main character. And I love that Annabelle was in here, and it's just such a good book. I can't wait for the next book to come out this year. So there's the first one. So the next book is Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. I bought this book basically because of the hype, and it took me forever to get around to reading it. Basically, the only reason that I ended up reading this last year is probably because I created a book club in my community, and this was one of the first books that we read, and everyone loved it. I loved it, and I can't wait to read the next book. I actually have Cruel Crown that I just got in the mail last week, I think, and I'm probably going to be reading that one soon before the next book comes out, which I've actually already pre-ordered. So yeah, there's that. And then, of course, my list would not be complete without Sarah J. Maas, Queen of Shadows. I like to buy the European covers for this series because I just love the white covers. Yeah, I don't even know what to say about this book because it was just such an amazing book, and yeah, there was so much that happened, and I was just so happy reading this. And I didn't think, like, if you've read this, this will make sense to you. There's a character in there that in the first few books and the novellas that I just hated. She wasn't very nice to Selena, and then in this book, I love her now. She's one of the main characters. You know who I'm talking about. She's traveling with Selena, so I just love her now. um, but there's a lot going on. I know a lot of people don't like the witches in it. They just feel like it's unnecessary, but I'm pretty interested to see where that's going. So yeah, definitely top 5 book. And the fourth book that I have to show you is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. Yes, there is 2 Sarah J. Maas books on my top 5 list this year. I didn't think that she could write anything that I would like better than Throne of Glass or as much, but this one is definitely up there. I just love this. I love stories about fae, so give me a book with fae and I'll read it. I do like both of the love interests in this book. Now, I don't think anything has really been said about Rysand being a love interest, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be one. I mean, it's being set up for a love triangle, but I really like Rysand. One thing that I did really like about this book was that right off the bat, Sarah J. Maas told us how to pronounce the main character's name, which is Feyre. Looking at it, I thought it was pronounced fire, so I probably could have gone through this whole book thinking like fire the whole time, even though her name is pronounced Feyre, because once I make up my mind about how a name is pronounced in a book, I just keep on using it. And it doesn't matter if I know the correct way, I just keep on using the wrong way. But yes, this book is amazing. I've recommended this book to quite a few people already, and they now hate me because they have to wait for the next book. But it's coming out soon, so that's good. And the fifth book that is definitely in my top 5 books of 2015 is The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. This book is a monster, and it was absolutely amazing, the entire thing. It did take me a little while to kind of get into it, but I mean, you gotta expect that with a high fantasy where the world's being completely created from scratch. Just takes a while to figure out what's going on, but this book is amazing. I haven't read Words of Radiance yet, but I am planning on reading it this year. It's just this book was a huge time commitment, and it takes me quite a while to read a book right now, but I'm starting to get back into the swing of things after everything that went on last year. So yeah, but this book is amazing. Read it so long ago that I can't really give you much of a recap about it. It was a long time ago, and it was shortly after I had my third baby, so I read this while I was really tired. But it was an amazing book, and I can't wait to continue and see what's going on. It's told from multiple points of view. I love multiple points of view because I'm the type of person that wants to know what everyone is thinking about what's going on. Like if something crazy happens, I want to know what everyone thinks about it. So, yeah. I really enjoy Brandon Sanderson's writing style. This is only the second book that I've read by him. The first one was The Arithmetist, but I've been slowly collecting them, so I have the first 3 Mistborn books, I think the 3, and then Steelheart, and of course Words of Radiance I have as well. So I'm looking forward to all of those. I really want to read quite a bit of Brandon Sanderson this year, but yeah, this book is amazing. I don't know if you noticed, but there's a lot of fantasy on that list. I read a lot of fantasy last year, and I'm super glad that I did because I hadn't read much fantasy before that, but yeah. So a lot of fantasy in 2015, hoping to kind of continue that trend because I'm just enjoying it so much. I kind of go through phases where I read contemporary or I'll read dystopians. I do still enjoy reading dystopia, but right now it's all about the fantasy for me. So yeah, these are my top 5 books of 2015. They're all absolutely amazing, and if you haven't read any of them, you should definitely check it out if any of them have caught your interest at all around in the booktube world or just in the bookish world in general. Let me know if you've read any of these and what you thought, if you enjoyed them or if it just wasn't for you. Let me know if you know of any other fantasy that I should check out. I'm definitely lacking in the high fantasy for having read it. I really enjoy it. I don't know why I haven't read more, but I guess the books are kind of just a little bit intimidating. I do like reading big books, so especially if it's a series, I enjoy large books that are in a large series if they're really good, because that means I have tons of reading to look forward to in that series, which is always a good thing. But yeah, these are my top 5. let me know what your top 5 were, if any of these made your list this year, and leave a comment below. See yous. Bye.